So far, all the lines we've looked at have been slanted, but now I want to talk a little bit about horizontal lines and vertical lines. First, we want to graph the line that goes through 2, 4 and negative 1, 4. So I'm going to go and plot my points, 2, 4, negative 1, 4, and I'm going to connect them with a ruler, and we should get something that looks like this. Well, I need to find my slope, and I want to write the equation of the line. If I use my normal formula for slope, I'm going to get 4 minus 4 over negative 1 minus 2. This gives me 0 over negative 3. Well, 0 divided by any number will give me 0. My slope is just 0. And actually, for any horizontal line, the slope will always be 0. If we want to think about this in terms of rise and run, I'm rising 0. I'm running, well, to get from this point to that point, it would be 1, 2, 3. But anytime the rise is 0, the slope will be 0. I now want to write the equation of this line, and I can still use my y equals mx plus b. I know my m is 0, so I'm going to say y equals 0x plus b. I'm going to plug in that 2, 4, and I'm going to get 4 equals 0 times 2 plus b. 0 times 2, though, that's just 0. So 4 equals b, which means my formula is going to be y equals 0x plus 4, but that kind of looks strange, and I'm just going to simplify it to y equals 4. Notice that this is a horizontal line at a height of 4, and every single point on this line has a y-coordinate of 4. For any horizontal line, we're going to write our equation. It's just y equals some number. Now, looking at the vertical lines, well, I'm going to plot those points and see what happens here. Negative 1, negative 1, negative 1, 3. I'm going to go and connect those points with a line through them. And this time I get a vertical line. When I go to find my slope, m equals 3 minus negative 1 over negative 1 minus negative 1. I want to clean up those double negatives here before I simplify. I'm going to get 4 on the top over negative 1 plus positive 1. That gives me 0 on the bottom. 4 divided by 0, we're not allowed to do that. So you're not allowed to have 0 on the bottom of a fraction. Try it on your calculator, you're going to get an error. If we have something like this, we have to say that our slope is undefined. For any vertical line, our slope will always be undefined because our denominator will always be 0. Again, if we're thinking about rise and run, here it looks like I'm rising 4, I'm running 0. For any vertical line, your run will be 0. Well, to write the equation of the line, the horizontal line was something in the form y equals because all the y-coordinates were that same y value. Here our equation is going to be an x equals equation. Notice that all the points on my vertical line have an x-coordinate of negative 1. So I'm going to say the equation here is x equals negative 1. And in general, the equation is going to be x equals some number. I want to do a couple quick sketches of some vertical and horizontal lines. In example A, y equals 3. Well, y equals tells me that it's a horizontal line, and the 3 tells me it's a horizontal line at a height of 3. So I'm just going to draw a line. Horizontal line at a height of 3. Letter B, x equals negative 2. Since it's x equals, that tells me it's going to be a vertical line, and I'm going to move it 2 to the left, and I'm going to get a vertical line right over there. Letter C, y equals negative 1. Y equals means it's a horizontal line, and it's going to be at a height of negative 1, so it's going to give me something down here. And finally, x equals 0. That's a vertical line not moved left or right at all, so it's going to be right on the y-axis, and it should look something like that.